So Koro here's just whipped off the bolts for the tappet cover. And see what's under here.
Stock cams.
Are they stockers?
Yep. And no ARP head studs.
And no RP head studs, so
Cheap build.
cheap and nasty. Fucking water dripped out of that one.
E85 chilling in the head.
Yeah. So it looks pretty clean in there though, like overall, but definitely be putting some ARP head studs in there. Clamp it down. It's probably white blue to be honest. Not enough clamping pressure under boost. There's that one on this side too.
Ball Baggers back from vacation with the missus. This is his first time seeing the car. Guess what we're doing?
Go for a drive.
No, doing the head.
Oh, what? Actual. Yes, number one. Yeah. Did you have it running?
We had it hauling. Did you not see our videos? Right. Everyone's just randomly rocking it now.
How much E85 you got there? I had half a tank, probably got a quarter, maybe.
See what Chip thinks.
So you get the drum
What's going on?
Head's going off.
Why?
This is fucking kaput.
I mean, it's only a head gasket, mate. You'll be right. Oh no, we're not this one. Just do your typical RFB schematics. Get your sander out, sand it up, chuck your head gasket on, bolt it on, torque it up, bing ding, go for a run.
Chippy. Oi. Oh, so where we at with this thing, Josh? Oh, just whipping off these big ass fuel lines. And,
Radiator's out. It's about to take the cam out off.
It'll run out. What time?
Head bolts. We up.
it's a pretty nasty setup, really.
There, you reckon?
Yeah, it's good. I just need to get this cover off so I can get the attention off. Bit stiff. She's off.
Oh, crank pulley. She's off. It's quite tight, but just had to
Lever bar.
shimmy, jimmy.
It's just a bolt there.
True.
Oh, was it crank bolt?
Oi, aren't you just a bush mechanic?
You fuck you. You move.
Oh.
All the fucking higgledy-pickledy bolts on here.
Yes, look at this fucking turbo bolt.
A coach bolt.
Yes.
That's gangster.
Just take the wall.
It's just a classic RB, really.
Another one.
Oh, what?
May as well change that while it's off.
I might as well put a new oil pump on that. Coach bolt.
It's a remix.
Yeah. Well, you know, you've got you're taking the head off,
I
so
think these RB30 oil pumps are pretty shit, eh?
you may as well.
Been done before, but like, yeah, you're in there, and then you never have to worry about it
Yeah,
again.
you may as well get some 272 cams and.
It's just go all out once and then it's done.
I'm gonna go get a retune.
Oh, well, yeah. Wow.
We'll do some fucking road tuning. Plug in the laptop to the link and we on. Right, where's the mark on that? No.
5 of them holding the front
I
cover.
gotta pull this in. I think it's chills in behind. Oh, don't lose that little woodruff key. Come on. I'm actually very surprised it's got that on there. Most RBs don't have those on there, and then
This
cam belt likes to walk.
people.
Oh, it's pretty close. It's like half a tooth out, you know.
Well, mark the belt, get a pen mark where it is, and then you can't go wrong.
RB spec.
I mean, you guys will do the cam belt.
I mean,
Cam belt looks mint.
You guys will do the water pump.
looks like he's just done the way.
Head studs, well, head bolts to go. Obviously doing it in the right sequence so it comes off evenly. So Josh was just moving around here, and look at the play to the turbo to the manifold.
Why doesn't even have a gasket in there?
I think it does, but that is bloody loose.
Unreal.
Tuning with Chip. Trying to plug into the Gritty E-Manager while your laptop didn't work, so you bring your whole bloody desktop down.
A desktop.
Table for now, I'd say they'll be getting bits like this.
Right, all going well. Should come off now.
Fuck, I got the heavy side. Jesus Christ! Fucking cable ties.
You need to cut it.
Holy fuck, that's heavy.
Turbski. Big whole set. Weighs a ton.
Truck's been put my back out, lifting it over there. Fucking cable ties.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was very easy. There we go. What was that? Maybe half an hour or so? Oh boy, oi, oi.
Fucking hitting the head.
Oof.
Too much of me,
All of them. There's a timing off.
And it looks like for some reason the valves are hitting the pistons.
Come on, there isn't.
That's interesting.
Only on the back.
Whether the head's been machined down too much or who knows, you might have to check out the valves. That's not the best. Just trying to see what's going on here. Doesn't actually look like any damage to the valves, which is interesting.
Well, you'd see it.
Yeah, the valves look fine. So where those marks have come from on the pistons, a bit unsure.
But as
That's,
put another head on it, is the other question.
yeah, exactly.
A while ago, they could be.
Is this another head? And the previous head's done this. So we're trying to figure out the damage on the pistons. It doesn't really make sense. It's only on a few of them, and the valves look like they haven't been hitting anything. But we see the surface. You can see the machining. Well, it's not even machining. You can see the head there. It's like someone's just gone over it with someone's gone over it with like bloody 400 grit.
Yeah.
And it's a very rough finish. So that's probably half the reason
Why
it's blowing. So there's the pistons there. There's one of them. Definitely looks like a valve, but very confusing considering the valves look fine.
I've got a theory, and I think it's from a lot of limited action and the valves are floating from the springs being slightly weaker than what they should be.
Yeah, well,
It's getting, you know, on
because the whole head's stock by the looks of it, stock springs, stock cams.
It's had like, you know, 3 years or whatever of limiter, so the springs are a little bit weaker, so it's, you know, they're floating at high RPM, which would explain that. It's just a hard one. We just don't know what's causing it. We don't want to make it worse.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, where do we go from here?
Number one's sweet, which is, you know,
Yeah,
makes it
that's
worse.
even stranger, because like, why is some fine, nothing at all, and then some have damage? Yeah, the way it is now, it's not, we can't run it like that. That's a perfect spike to detonate off, so we're gonna at least have to try sand it down smoothly or something. I know it's not exactly ideal, but
E85 doesn't really detonate as well, so it's kind of helping the cause, but it's not ideal. But I can't really afford to go and splash out new pistons.
exactly.
And the compression's still good, so we'll fucking, you know,
It's a matter of,
do what
well,
we can.
look how hard it was going. I mean, new head gasket, as long as it's not bloody pissing out the overflow, just fucking send it.
Yeah, and if it lasts for a year, then it lasts for a year, and if it lasts for a track day, then oh well. I mean, it took us half an hour to whip that off. So.
Yeah, well, it's not like it's hard to redo, it's alright. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at the moment. But research and investigation into this, and we'll try and make a plan from here. Just trying to move the cams here to get the valve out. Go other way. And then we're going to take some measurements. Yeah, I think it's about there. So it's a bit hard to see, but it's not focusing. But if you come on the angle down here, the valves are actually protruding past the head, and as you can see, these pistons are protruding past the block. We're obviously going to have to machine it again, but run a real thick head gasket, like a 1.3mm maybe, instead of the 1.1 it had, and we may get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Or a new head.
Or a new head. Don't really want to, but we're gonna have to do some measuring and see.
There's also some shit going on here with this JB weld.
Yeah, we can see we've got JB weld there in the head. No idea why.
Could be from this grub screw where they've drilled up.
Yeah,
Maybe
unless
drilled
you have
too
to
far.
do that for RB30, we don't exactly know.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Shit going on though. But
yes, so so in this instance, most other YouTubers would probably just rebuild the whole thing, go fully forged,
Fork
3.4 something, but
fork out 30k for a spare forged block, you know, but
cheap boy cheap over here, we just can't do that.
I've got a few spare files in the van, we'll just hone off the top of those pistons, we'll be back into it.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it went fucking hundreds, so,
That's it.
I mean,
It's probably been like this for years. you know?
exactly.
We just noticed it because they had a blown head gasket.
I mean, if the head gasket's fixed, then
That's it.
if
We
it
out
goes
there.
good, then we out.
No detonation on E85 will be fucking hauling.
Exactly. So, we're just thinking, clean up the pistons, new head gasket, ARP studs.
Get this machine.
I think that's half the reason it's probably leaking too, is because
Yeah.
it had stock head bolts, so.
Not the end of the world, really. It's just drifting.
Exactly. But, yeah, let us know what you guys think, but I think that's our plan.
RFB.
And don't tell us to forge it or anything, because it's not happening.
No money. We're fucking broke.
And,
Nick.
yeah. Trying to do it as cheap as possible.
But semi-proper, but cheap as possible.
Exactly.
RFB like back. I'm back, baby.
I mean, there's RFB, then there's us, which is like a bit above RFB.
Yeah,
We're not
it's
too bad.
Slightly high, you know. I wouldn't go to the extent of JB welding that.
Nah, I wouldn't call us RFB, to be honest.
I mean, wait till I get my file out and then call me RFB. Very time.
Smoko time. So, here we are. We went from reaming this thing about an hour or so ago to head completely off.
Gearbox in last night. I could have been pumping the tonnage.
yeah.
Alright.
It's pretty easy once you've got all these aftermarket parts on there. It's just easy to access everything. So, we're not too phased about working on that. It's pretty, that's enjoyable. Gives us something to do.